Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rule the Waves 2 as Germany, episode number 37. But you guys are stuck back on episode 34. So things are moving along at peace. It does look like we're stuck with this research bug of things not passing by 21. Because we also are not getting any movement on fire control. Well, anyway, I hope that this will be fixed by the time I record the next episode. I'll actually probably wait until, as long as I can, really, until I record it. Because we're still doing okay. There's not like we're piling up at 21 quite yet. I'm putting the two that are at 21 on low. However, eventually it's going to be a problem, right? So hopefully it's just not going to be much of a problem. Our gun situation looks insane. We have every quality 1 gun you can imagine, and I don't think you can get quality 1 18-inch guns, so getting quality 0 on them is maxed. And with amphibious tractors now having been researched, I'm going to put this on high, and hopefully we get a few research ticks of that pretty quickly. Machinery development, and our new flying boat. I don't think we ever did a new aircraft type. Oh, we are doing a floatplane scout. Okay, so let's take a look at these two flying boats. We don't know which one is more reliable. That is the question. We have 1 dive bomber, 1 medium bomber, 1 fighter, 1 torpedo bomber, and 1 floatplane scout. So, yep, it's just the flying boats, which are a mystery. I guess at some point it would be fun to compare our fighters versus the other ones. Here's ours at the bottom. We have no idea about anybody else. Okay, so let's take a look and see if we know anything about anyone else's dive bombers or torpedo bombers. Okay, so we know something about someone. We know that our range is better than the old Italian one, and we also have, well, I mean, we've been working on our torpedo bomber for a long time, so that's not too surprising. We know the firepowers of every single one of them, and 4 is the highest, but it's shared. Is there any other category like that where we know the whole thing? We know maximum speed for these. More or less. Obviously, they're just rounding. So, our maximum speed is not necessarily the best. For dive bombers, we know maximum speed. Ours is insane. Yeah, and I remember thinking, my god, this is faster than our fighter. And holy cow, it is. In fact, a lot of these are faster than our fighter, which doesn't seem particularly accurate. It looks like firepower and maximum speed are things that you're supposed to know about airplanes. I mean, maximum speed, I'm not sure you'd know, but firepower looks like you could probably judge that. That would not be as easy to keep a secret. Same situation here. We're middle of the road. 2 for firepower for everyone. Floatplane scout. We have low. We're on the low end of max speed, so hopefully the new one will amend that. Flying boats, we actually have a few, and we actually know a little bit about the British one. Their range is terrible compared to ours, which is good, and their firepower is a bit low, so they might actually have just a bum flying boat compared to everyone else. Looks like the bomb load is comparable. And last, we have the medium bombers. Ours is faster than everyone's. It has as much firepower. And only Great Britain, which is not who I want, but does not know what I want to see, but only Great Britain has a medium bomber which can carry torpedo loads, and ours can carry it at medium, which is insane. So yeah, I'm very happy with how that's all going. Heavy bomber, I don't even know if that exists in the game. I haven't even heard of the heavy bomber existing. So can you even ask for a heavy bomber? Well, not while you're, already requesting something else. So we'll find out soon enough. Okay, onward. Onward and upward. Okay, one of them, Italy and China. What? Damn it, anyhow. Oh boy, here we go. We definitely want that, so do it. And local warlords taking over as president. You're criticizing the press for your vainglorious schemes. Oh, lordy. Well, that's not good. We've got some real tensions going on. I don't want that. So it looks like we can rebuild 3 of them. Yeah, with these tensions, I mean, hey. We'll put intel effort. I guess I'll put it strictly on none. Okay, I'm okay with war with Italy. Wait, why? Why would I want war with Italy? I'm okay with war. I'm okay with a war against Japan. That would be okay. Although I would be very nervous about the USA joining it, which could be a disaster in the Pacific. We haven't even gotten our new light cruiser class going yet. This is way too quick. The problem is if we move people out of Northern Europe, they will activate. That may cause tensions to increase. Oh no! Well, we've been paying it forward, I guess, in a way. We got 2 battleships which surpassed their design speed, and now our new carrier was not able to reach her design speed. Frederick de Grossa. Okay, good. New scout planes available. Yeah, this is a little bit better in terms of speed. I like that. It does have better range. It is lacking firepower. It's just weird. This one is like an anomaly for the ability to be pretty effective in the skies. It's not really the role we need it for. So speed is really good, and probably reliability is the next most important thing, but we don't know that. I think this Henschel is the best one of the bunch. Well, okay. I'm neglecting range, which is really important. And if we do consider range, then the Focke-Wulf is the most long range, significantly slower, but still actually faster than our existing one. She has the most maneuver, but the least toughness. And this one's pretty good. The only thing it lacks is just put a new engine in it. Okay, it also doesn't have very good reliability. We're at the point where we can probably start getting better reliability. Well, the float plane scout needs the scout, so I guess if it goes on a light load, though, 165 is pretty good. What's the farthest? We've been asking our things to scout, our torpedo planes to scout like 130 in the current stuff, so knowing that our longest range thing is 160, we'll just limit our range to that. But I feel like that's okay. I'm going to go with this one. We'll get better ones soon, but I actually want to quickly spin around a new fighter. And you can't make me change my mind yet. Firepower, maneuverability. Please. Please, please, please. Okay, so the no reliability results yet. The old float plane scout is worse, so we'll obsolete it. And, I mean, our torpedo bomber it's really quite good. I wish I knew what affected the torpedo chance to hit for torpedo bombers, or affected their chance to hit the target. Is it just AA? In that case, is it like their toughness? To me, it makes sense that, yeah, toughness might be... I really feel like the numbers, if I was to do the numbers, maneuverability would help. Toughness would help a little bit. Actually, toughness wouldn't help directly. It would just be... it would lessen the AA's ability to throw you off target. Because if you know you can handle it, you might, just sit lower in the cockpit and ride it out. Who knows? I don't know. If it was me, I'd run scared no matter what, but I don't know that. I guess the important thing is nobody really knows how they'd respond in that situation until they're actually in that situation. Let's rebuild the... Oh, come on. There's only one. Let's rebuild the last of the fire Drakas so that at least they're ready in case things go really pear-shaped very quickly. And they do look like they're going to go that way. Ay, 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 ay. What I'm worried about here is the fact that the United States is so close to going to war and that they supposedly are kind of like in this agreement together. If I do this... If I do this, will I call the US to war as well? Well, this seems like a really good option. This gives us budget up, prestige down, which I'm not too worried about, and no tensions. I'm so scared. We do want to buy a little bit more time. I mean, I really... Wow! 7! Where did this come from? Oh, they finished. Right, of course. So, let's actually... First of all, I don't think the... Graf Zeppelin is going to be refit in this. Is there any reason why she would be refit? I don't think so. She's perfect. Wow, actually, yes, there is a reason, because there's tons of weight remaining on her. She can get AA directors. Okay, yeah, so right now, there are no air groups on her, right? Correct. So these are all from... Yeah, but we can put these wherever we want. Oh, this is actually good. This is actually good. So, what I want to do is... I didn't know this. We had 99? I thought it was 98. That's right. I think in the very end I was like, no, I want even numbers. But then I said, no, mathematically it doesn't make sense. Don't care about even versus odd. Just do it. So we need to figure out this is a lot of airplanes we can put on here. Let's add a roll. Okay, so we have 99. 99 airplanes, but a medium bomber ain't one. Hmm. 99. I'm going to say that cap is going to be more and more important because we're going to be facing more and more situations with hostile aircraft. So I think I'm going to go with... maybe we'll eat up the first one is going to be a group of fighters of 19. The next one is going to be another group of fighters of 18. And that is going to take care of that odd number. So we're at right now 80 after this. So we're down to 62 left as of now. We'll go with 2 groups of 16 torpedo bombers. No, we'll go with 2 groups of 18 torpedo bombers. Because I do think that they're better still. And that leaves us with 26. So 2 groups of 13 dive bombers. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty happy with this in the end. Did I do my math right? We have 13 remaining. Perfect. Okay, so this is the face of the new German surface fleet. I mean, it's a carrier task force now that we'll be forming. We don't have CLAA yet, which would be really nice to have. Now, really what I'd like to do is copy that template over here. I can't do it, so let's just remember what we did and do the same thing. 19 for fighters, 19, by the way, goodbye budget. 18 for fighters. Torpedo bombers is going to be 18 and 18, I believe. And then dive bombers is 13 and 13. So I need to go back and probably look at my dive bombers to see if they're even worth having on like this high of a number. Lots of little decisions to be made here. So the torpedo bombers are really good. The dive bombers are really fast, but they only carry an 800-pound bomb. Yeah, they're not really that good yet. I'd almost say that right now they aren't even worth that many aircraft. And what I might do is go back and change one of those two dive bomber squads to a torpedo bomber squad. Eventually, for it to be changed from role to from torpedo bomber to dive bomber. But look at I don't know what an 800-pound bomb is really going to do to anything. So, and we don't know how their reliability is. So let's go back and change that. For now, they'll be like an experimental. I like this idea too, the role playing behind it. I like this image of them being an experimental 13 editions. And we'll have plenty, thankfully. I could almost feel like we could get away with doing more fighters as well. Should I break it down? I mean, I don't mind micromanaging carriers. I already left this suggestion for Frederick on the forums. Why don't people listen to me? That's no, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I wanted to joke about saying that because I leave these suggestions on the forum and then they aren't followed, and that's the feeling you get sometimes. Is oh man, my idea was the best. It should have been implemented first. But no, I think that this is something in the works, right? He's gonna eventually implement some better management here. But basically what I was saying is maybe they could abstract a little bit of the air bases and the naval air stations away. Like we can abstract it even that this is shared with the Army. I was actually talking about for maintenance, but just for the air bases, it's very difficult to micromanage all of these. That's the difficulty in the game right now. Doing the carriers is fine, and I would say even fun, because you have a very limited number of slots. You know these guys are going to war. You gotta think how much is for cap. I mean, I don't even want to... If they had an option to like decrease the maintenance, to like abstract it as being shared with the Army somehow, and they just gave the naval air stations and the air bases away, took away my ability to control what airships and whatever aircraft were on those, I'd be okay with that. Giving me control of the air groups of the carriers is all I really want. However, we have this tedium, and unfortunately there's not an option to really... I mean, it's because they allow you to do it, you're expected to do it, so it's not really an option for the player to just auto fail, because you'll just get the wrong stuff. So anyways, that was long-winded tirade. Completely unnecessary. So yeah, what do we want to do with this? Because one of the things I'm considering doing is dropping these numbers down and making more squads. I have no idea, zero idea how effective squads are. Like, what's the variance? I mean, what is the effectiveness change for squad size? What does one squad of 20 do versus two squads of 10? The first thing you can think of is granularity. You can assign one squad to only one mission, but the two different squads, you might be able to do an attack at two different times. It probably leads to better combinations of aircraft. What's our spotting on these? 51. Wow, that's great. Be taking off in groups of 50. That's perfect. I think we will decrease we'll make it a little bit more granular. So let's take this number down to I might even give up the fighters a little bit. I'm a little bit nervous about taking casualties that way. So if I take this down to 14 and this down to 14, I will have saved 9 aircraft. And then, so a new one I could easily make of 9. Okay, let's do 16, 12, and another one of 12, which it won't let me yet, but that's because I haven't adjusted the others quite yet. Okay, so we're over right now. It actually did let me do it, but that's fine. Actually, does it let you? Why would it let you do that? Now let's decrease the number of these. I know that it's not correct yet, but let's do 16. See, now it won't let me do it. 16. Funny how it would let me go over for one, but not for the other. And now let's change this to, what, 14, I guess. Okay, that's good. Then 13 dive bombers still, because that's an experimental one. So what does this mean? We are at, how much did I increase our fighters? I increased them by 3 total, because we were at like 37, and now we're at 40 exactly, which I think is perfect for this carrier. We have almost 100. We're going to have around 40 fighters. I like it. Let's duplicate the same thing. So 16, 12, 16, 16, 14, blah, 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 blah. Change number 16. Change number 12. Should let me do all these since we didn't add the new one yet. 16, 16, 14, 13, and then add one with 12. Let me add it with 20. I thought it would automatically adjust, but no, it didn't. Okay, there. Now it did. And there we go. We have what I feel is a slightly better combination of things. We have a little bit more granularity, only in terms of fighters, though. Although the torpedo bombers are more evenly distributed now, which is also a good thing. Yeah, I'm okay with it. We'll see if we see a need for further granularity later. We'll do that. Now we also, since we have, well, it's only 22 minutes in. You record 2 episodes back to back, and suddenly it seems like you've been doing this for so long. All right, so let's see what they auto-designed for us. I knew it would be something good, but oh man, we have so many tools in our toolbox now. It's actually really hard to figure out what we need to do. Before we do this, let's go back to the almanac and see who is designing what. There are a few heavy cruisers coming up. That's something we should be considering in the back of our head. Not many light cruisers, like, at all. If we go to the war with the United States, yes, because they have just a lot of everything. And I would say a light amount of destroyers as well. So now we still saw that light cruisers would have been very effective in that battle in the Baltic Sea. I don't even remember what the battle was called, but it's the one where we eliminated like 11 of the Russian capital ships. We didn't have any light cruisers in that fight, and we would have, obviously we would have benefited from having some, because it was destroyers, it was torpedoes which got us in the end, and we didn't have anything to like chase out their invading destroyers. So what does this mean for us? This actually is important. This is very important. So what makes me happy is that Great Britain has decided not to go for carrier technology yet. I'm very happy to see that. But we do have 2 nations now, the US and France, who are starting to get on board with this German idea. It's just funny that the German... Actually, in this alternate reality, by the way, it kind of makes sense that Germany would invent carriers because we have such a strong presence in the Pacific. Which is probably just in general with how spread out it is and how far the distance between land-based things. Obviously, the less available land is, the more important a mobile land base is, which is what the carrier is a mobile airbase. So obviously in Northern Europe, there's like very little area, and you know, I mean, what are you going to try to put a carrier in the Northern Sea? I mean, it can be hit from all the different areas, but yeah. Strength bars. I never even. Oh, I see. It just gives you the relative strength of the different fleets. Ah, okay, that's kind of cool. Great Britain doesn't show up. Why doesn't Great Britain show up? Something's wrong. Oh, it's probably because we're all on reserve fleet. Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't show up for that reason. Okay, so that, taking a look at the almanac and trying to figure out what we need to do. What about naval aircraft? Lots of naval aircraft. So CLAs. Okay, we're going to do the CLAA. We're going to do it. By the way, I almost considered taking off torpedo warfare. Again, I would really like to know what checking this box even does. Oh, we could do elite pilot training, which means replacements are less. We want to do float plane search priority. We don't use float planes anyway, so I guess not. I guess float planes on our ships is going to be something we do actually an upcoming playthrough. But I already explained, I think it was on the stream, the Japanese stream, how I don't feel like there's a good incentive, the Valkyrie, which I love that name, good suggestion. I don't feel like there's a good incentive to use float planes right now, considering there's not a good benefit to having spotted your enemy first. Oddly enough. Oh my god, I know what I wanted now. We're not going to be able to get it, huh? I want 5-inch dual-purpose guns. And you're already on high. We really can't wait much longer. I think we're going to have to go with a mixed roll one, because I don't think it's going to be a good idea to be using... We have the destroyer AA guns, so those are now mounted. The 4-inch guns are mounted on destroyers that are dual purpose, which is good, but yeah, we don't... I need at least 5-inch guns. I can't put 4-inch guns. I don't even know if it's allowed to put 4-inch guns on a light cruiser as its main armament. Okay, so let's go to 2.5. Let's go to 1.5 at least. 3 and 2.5, or 2.5 and 2.5. I don't want these to be gun mounts. Probably 3 and 2.5, just to keep them firing. Actually, if they're triple turrets like this is showing, then we really want heavy armor on them so they aren't disabled very easily. A director should go up. This should go up. I mean, this is going to be a very expensive. So this is kind of nuts. Let's go with incline belt. Do not want cramped accommodations, and we want flat on top, all or nothing. This might be too many guns. This is 9 guns broadside. It's pretty powerful. A 323 has always been like my go-to. Oh wow, it has a lot of mines. Let's take those off just for the moment. We'll probably put them back on, but for now I want to focus on... Okay, it's actually okay now. Oh my god, it's going to be amazing. So I'm going to stop at 20 because I really don't think we need that much. It's only going to have... This is actually one of the bad things. It's only going to have... I'll increase the tonnage just so we can get the quadruples, but it's only going to have 4 torpedoes, which is not a whole lot. And we can get 30 mines on it, or we can get light anti-aircraft. Well, light anti-aircraft only protects this ship itself. Considering it has a lot of dual-purpose 4-inch guns with AA Director, I'm going to just go for the mines. Wait, what? How does this work? What did I do? Oh my god, we can get more. No. Why do you make me make these decisions? I wonder how much we can save if we drop this down to 30. 300. I do want it to be fast. It is faster than everything in our fleet except for destroyers right now. This is not a lot of torpedoes, but basically what we're essentially sacrificing. I don't like these positions though. I think the JK, JK. Gonna move that up a little bit. Let's go one above it. Yeah, I like that a lot better. And even it's got this lock wings in X-foil position. Torpedo reloads. That seems like it might be worth it. So it's essentially, yeah, we want these to survive. I'm going to do that. Let's go up to, okay. Now we can get 17 mines on this. Which is kind of a weird number, but I think this is what we're going to end up doing. Tell me what I'm missing. What am I missing? I'm not missing anything. Things that in my head I'm thinking right now. I wish we could get one extra dual-purpose gun. I wish we could get... No, I don't... Why? I wish we could get more mines, I guess? I don't know. Okay, first of all, 140 rounds. I don't like that, so this will have to drop down. So that we can get... So 3 mines. It's not going to have much of a strategic effect. How much more expensive? Very little. I think we do this then. Go up to 155. And go up to 33. That's worth it. I would say that that's worth it. 160, I feel a lot more comfortable. I mean, hey, with Advanced Director, we're going to be hitting things pretty quickly, but I think the rounds per gun also affect... Well, yeah, that might be a little bit over. 155, let's say. So we can get 41. Jeez. That is a lot of mines. And actually, with 41, can we squeeze? Oh, we can. 5 mines is not a lot. Can we go back down to what? All right. We're dancing all over the place, but really we're getting to the design I like. We're homing in on something which I feel is really good. All these little tweaks, I feel like we're just really getting to something quite good. So it is a 7,600 ton light cruiser. I mean, only light by the merit of its 6-inch guns. I like the torpedo reloads. It does have 2 quadruple tubes. So they'll both be reloaded. Basically for the cost of having, I think more or less it would have been like 2 extra tubes per side. So I feel like that was good. Almost worth having torpedo defense at this point. Which is pretty expensive. Actually, not even that expensive. No. I think that this thing can survive 1 torpedo hit sometimes. Damage control permitting at least. But okay, let's look at the gun data. So if we fight at range, which a CLAA, this is not exactly a CLAA. This is truly not a CLAA. This is nothing like the Atlantas. This is like a real fighting light cruiser. And especially because we did bump up the belt to 2.5 and the deck to 1.5. So guns are going to penetrate the belt pretty easily. The only thing we can hope for is that maybe... How much is the getting 3 on this though? That's pretty cheap. Okay, for 8,000 we can do it. I think I might do this, which is going to make it so that we're at least immune. The main reason I did this is actually not to prevent 6-inch guns from penetrating us as easily. It's mostly because I want to stop destroyer fire. Let's go down to 5-inch guns and see how we would fare against those. Yeah, now we're okay at least up to 9,000 yards, which we still engaged them much closer than that, but I just still hope that maybe also the incline belt. By the way, did the incline belt change anything? Yeah. No. 3.2. 10% of 3 is 3.3, so technically with the incline belt, what I'm led to believe is it's more or less 10% effective, so it might be 6% effective is another number I saw, which I think was from Dorn, and Dorn, I'm pretty sure that Dorn just runs these things through a decompiler, and he actually has the numbers. So, boy, the cost was 32.9, and it's only up to 34, so it only cost like 1.5 million to add the extra belt and all that. I feel like it's worth it. And whoa. Oh yeah, right, our guns. We have this 34, which I guess we can do one like this, and put this up to 40, which is a lot. Okay, my question right now is, wait, we can do centerline swivel mounts? I don't think that's true. It's 31. Yeah, cannot. Okay, but let's just use this as a fact that... Okay, so let's first delete this. And we have 72. So 72 is what we have available. Let's add it back. So 72 minus 31 should be 41. 50. So 9. It costs 9 for 31. Sorry, it costs 9 for... Yeah, it's 31. So the weight says 27. So it's 1/3 the cost. I got it. Okay, I got it. So that means that 108, let's just do the math. Why not, right? 108 times 2 times, wow, divided by 3. There it is, 72, which is the number we came up with. So if we delete this, the difference between this is 72. So that's what it does. It gives you it gives you one, it doubles your torpedo load for 1/3 the cost. You get another, so if you bought X number of torpedoes, you get 2X torpedoes for only 1.33 the cost, which is quite good. I think this is actually really good, and I'm not sure you would use this as much on destroyers, despite the fact that I think that that's what it's used a lot for, but I think that it's quite valuable on light cruisers because you expect light cruisers to survive long enough to be able to use destroyers. They just go, right? They're just done, and suddenly it's destroyed. And you really try to, or at least I really try to preserve light cruisers. So we got ourselves into a fun little design thing for light cruisers. I've never done a light cruiser like this before, so this was kind of fun for me to do. Would I like to sacrifice any of the mines here to actually preserve a little bit more? Like, I think we can even get... Oh my god. Why? Why do you give me these options? We could actually get tons of anti-aircraft, but we sacrifice mines. Well, F the mines, man. I'll take 11 mines. Oh my gosh, this is just crazy. This thing is... Look at it. It's loaded with anti-aircraft guns. Oh man, it's funny. Yeah, well, still has 11 mines on it. It's going to be a very, very... And let's not forget the name, the Valkyrie, which I really like. Good. So this is going to be a light cruiser for the ages. And we'll see how she fares in her design. So new one under construction is a 1930 Bulwark class using the 3223 16-inch guns. This is going to be hard to deal with. Good armor. I mean, we're in for... It's going to be a tough fight from here on in. Our only hope is actually our carriers. Lots of monthly balance. Before I forget. We want to build 6-inch guns on all the new bases. So the Marshall Islands is back. Even though this is actually going to be net negative for the colony, we'll once again do it. You have 3 batteries. 2. Wait. 1. Wait, how do you have 3 batteries? Did we just... Bismarck Archipelago. Okay, where does it... Ah, here. Oh yeah, we just literally got 3 6-inch batteries. Okay, well, I don't think it's worth... It is kind of a vulnerable place, so we'll leave it. 4 batteries on the Caroline Islands? Well, that's because the base capacity is 220. I guess that's what I'm assuming. 3 in Guam might be too many. What's the maintenance on this? I think I might have overdone it a little bit. 6-inch guns, so let's go down to like the Caroline Islands. Is the airbase counting as 1? Caroline Islands, Caroline. Okay, so Caroline, oh, damn it. Zoom in. Not that much. We have 4 batteries on the Caroline Islands, supposedly. Okay, well, let's sort by location. Yeah. Only 1. Okay, so, I mean, we actually want more than just 1. I think. Well, it's actually outside of invasion range. So the air bases are also counting. I see. Okay, but that makes sense. So we just want the 2 6-inch guns on everything. And I think we have that. I'm assuming... Yeah, so we have an airfield. Otherwise, 3 batteries. You have 2 batteries. Did I put any here? No, I don't think so. So let's build 2 6-inch guns here. And 2 6-inch guns in Eritrea. Maybe not worth it. We'll build 1 for now. The only thing that can attack us there is the British. So, okay, there we've covered our new colonies, and we're ready to see what happens. No, I don't want them automatically created. I want them to take their... Oh, shoot. I don't know what happened, but... No. It used to ask me if you want... Huh. It used to ask you if you wanted to adopt the template from the previous thing. That was really cool. I want that to happen again. Alright, so this ended up having 11 mines, which is not a lot, but I think it's still enough that we're fine, because our destroyers are actually carrying a ton of mines. So those are actually our main mine layers, even though in war, or at least in the World War II, the main mine layers were cruisers, as far as I know. So I don't think there's anything we want to change. We're still even. For a director's 24 4-inch dual-purpose guns, which is very powerful. It's still going to have 4 torpedo tubes with 1 reload. I mean, per side. Just a ton of anti-aircraft. And, you know, not to mention, out of all this, it still has 8 6-inch guns for a broadside, which is nothing to sneeze at. And good armor. Good armor to boot. Yeah, you know what? I'm very happy with this, and we're going to go ahead and build her. And that's probably going to be the last action of this episode. So I won't build her. I'll save here, and I'll build on the next episode unless someone can tell me that I'm doing something horribly wrong. So for now, we'll wrap this one up. Thanks for watching, and... Oh, God, tensions did drop with Italy a little bit. I mean, honestly, I'd rather go to war with Italy than the United States. The United States probably would kick my butt. I would really need my carriers to do my work for me, but... anyway, for now, I'll just wrap this up. So I'll catch you back for the next episode. Until then, thanks for watching and take care.